I want us to have a look at a story that was carried today by the Star. Gachagua to back Kalonzo, Natembeya and MATIANG'I lineup. If you go through that story, according to the Star, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has agreed to throw his weight behind Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka's bid for the presidency in the 2027 general elections. The move would mark a significant shift in Gachagua's political trajectory following his impeachment in 2024, as he seeks to reposition himself within Kenya's evolving political landscape. Sources close to him indicate that he will not contest the presidency, but has negotiated a deal to receive half of the government's appointments should Kalonzo emerge victorious against President William Ruto. A central Kenya legislator involved in the discussions confided in the Star and confirmed the agreement, stating it was finalized and binding. Under the proposed coalition structure, Trans Nzoia Governor Joy Natembeya is expected to be Kalonzo's running mate. Former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i is being considered for the role of Prime or Chief Minister. Additional appointments include Eugene Wamalwa as the likely Speaker of the National Assembly and Martha Karua as a potential Senate Speaker, contingent on the outcome of the Kirinyaga gubernatorial race. The alliance is being finalized through a power-sharing document drafted by a trusted legal advisor, with Gachagua, Kalonzo, and other key figures actively involved in shaping the coalition's framework. That's the story as carried by the Star today. I want us to put that into perspective for Kenyans to see clearly what it means politically. But even before we do that, why do you think Rigathi Gachagua has chosen Kalonzo Musyoka? The answer is very simple. Kalonzo is easy to manipulate. Rigathi believes it will be very easy for him to manipulate Kalonzo Musyoka. He sees Matiang'i as hostile, Natembeya as hostile. If he supports Natembeya for the presidency, he might not easily compromise Natembeya, same to Matiang'i. I think that's why he prefers supporting Kalonzo Musyoka for the presidency. What does all this mean, ladies and gentlemen? Let's dig deeper. In that arrangement, Rigathi is going to get half of the government. So it's going to be a shareholding government. Something similar to what we saw with Rigathi and Ruto. And we all know that all the seats Rigathi was given, he took them to the mountain. And in the event opposition wins, then Kenyans should expect that half of that government will go to the mountain. They should not doubt it. That's what will happen. What about George Natembeya? Natembeya, from where I sit, if the opposition fails to win, he's going to be the biggest loser. I'm saying that because Natembeya has a realistic chance of being re-elected Trans Nzoia governor in 2027. He's got that realistic chance. If now he forfeits that and he decides to be Kalonzo's running mate and then they fail, Natembeya will get completely nothing. Kalonzo Musyoka has nothing to lose because, after all, he has been that way for some years. He has never held any position for some years now. Same to Rigathi. He is currently holding no position. But Natembeya, he will lose his position as Trans Nzoia's governor. So if the opposition fails, Natembeya will be the biggest loser. If the opposition fails again, with Rigathi Gachagua having more elected leaders than any of the opposition leaders, Rigathi will easily negotiate a deal with the Ruto. I think that's Rigathi Gachagua's game plan here. He has already seen that the chances are 50-50. They might win, they might lose. I'm seeing a Rigathi Gachagua who is already strategizing on negotiating with the Ruto if he gets enough members of parliament. That's why yesterday, Rigathi was urging Mount Kenya residents to give him about 140 MPs. The 140 MPs will be to negotiate with the Ruto in the event Ruto wins. Can Kalonzo Natembeya's ticket beat Ruto in 2027? The answer is a very big no. The only ticket that can give William Ruto a run for his money is having MATIANG'I as opposition's presidential candidate. That's a ticket that will give William Ruto a run for his money. Kalonzo Natembeya's ticket, William Ruto will easily beat that ticket. I'm saying that because the moment you see Kalonzo as the presidential candidate being supported by Rigathi, Kenyans will vote along ethnic lines. And if you look at that ethnic arithmetic, William Ruto has more. Ruto will get majority votes from Nyanza, Western Coast, Nairobi, Masais, and other places. Rigathi is the opposition's point of strength, but also the opposition's point of weakness. Some Kenyans, the mere fact that Rigathi Gachagua will be the person controlling that government, that's enough to scare away very many Kenyans from supporting an opposition candidate. And now with Kalonzo Musyoka as that candidate, and we know that Rigathi has chosen a soft Kalonzo because he can manipulate Kalonzo, most Kenyans will reject that kind of an arrangement. The only arrangement that could have given William Ruto a run for his money is a MATIANG'I's presidential ticket. That one could have given William Ruto a run for his money. But this one will fail very early in the morning. Yes, let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Baba alinieleza mimi personally ya kwamba anataka watu wake wa ODM kwa ujumla wakuwe kwenye hii serikali, na ya kwamba alikuwa anaenda kuendorse Rais William Samoei Ruto. Siku hiyo tukija kutoka Dubai, tulivyoingia akaenda Agile, aliwaeleza wale ya kwamba anataka watu kwanza waachane sori ya 27 ili aweze kufanya party kuwe na nguvu. Na lakini mimi ninachowaeleza, alichokuwa akiwa kwa roho yake ni ya kwamba ODM imuendorse President William Samoei Ruto ikiwa iko very strong, so that aweze kushinda na points nyingi sana. So it was very clear what Baba's heart, where Baba's heart was. I was with him most of the final moments of his life, and it was very clear, and there was no black or white in it. It was there was no any other color other than black and white, as clear as the day and night, that he endorsed William Samoei Ruto for president of 2027. It is my duty and obligation to make sure that Baba's will is fulfilled in terms of politics and where his mind was and his heart was. I have a duty to say that as a Muslim, Baba was fully with the president and he wanted his people to be part of 2027 government. We are fully